Hi, my name is Rachel Xiao, and today I will present my data analysis of the Sydney Airbnb datasets and also the linear regression pricing models. And my goal is to identify the key factors influencing the price of the single rooms in Sydney. Firstly, before starting the analysis, I perform data cleaning. The original dataset contains a lot of text of variables. They are not suitable for direct operations. Therefore, using the dp-LYR packages, here it is, to float out the number of core variables related to the price and also the physical attributes of the listing, such as the number of bedrooms, number of the rooms, and also the available days. And this lays the foundations for the later analysis. And for the interesting things, actually, it is my conclusion, but I will say it here. The interesting thing is that according to this graph, the right line is almost horizontal. This means that in Sydney, the number of people a houses can accommodate, I mean the room size, does not significantly affect the price per rooms. Here it is actually the first step I get the data sets and how to handle it. Is to examine the distributions and look at this graph. It shows the classical right-skewed distributions. And what does it mean? It means that if we use the mean, the average to describe the Sydney's house prices, we get a very high numbers. It's about $152. But for the most consumers, the number is misleading, as a small number of the luxury properties put average upward. However, I must emphasize it, the median is more honest numbers here, and it's only $135. This tells us Sydney's Airbnb market is actually a mass-market affordable one, not a rich person's market. And here is the top 5 areas and what's 5 areas. Here it is. Okay, it is the most important part, the modeling. I select the variables such as the number of bedrooms and also the number of the bathroom and also the capacities. Here is the counterintuitive findings. The coefficients for um, capacities, the computations is very small and not directly significant. In fact, we have expected bigger houses cost more, but in these models, it hardly affects prices. And why? Because we have already controlled the number of bedrooms and also the locations. Once when we know how many rooms a property has and which neighborhood it is, how many people it can accommodate becomes irrelative to pricing. This shows that Airbnb host charges based on the rooms and the locations, not because of the number of bedrooms. Finally, I will evaluate these models. Let me to show you. Yeah, it's the final evaluate. Although this core produce the result, but I have to be very honest, point out that this model is not very good. Please look at the residuals and the filter point at the top left corners. In strategies, we expect residuals to be randomly distributed around to the zero line. However, here we can see that points on the right spanning out like a funnel, like with the distance curve at the lower end. And what does it mean? It means our predictions are reasonably accurate for the cheaper houses, but for the expensive long-term properties, our predictions errors become very, very large. And look at the QQ plot at the top right corners. These points do not fall along the straight line, and the tails are very, very heavy. And what does it mean? It means our data is not randomly distribute the violated fundamental assumptions of the linear regression. And it is my conclusion. Linear regression assumes the house prices are determined by the simple additions for the variable factors, but in reality, the locations can also affect pricing. This is why our models R squares is only 0.25. It is too linear and too mined to capture the harsh logic of the real estate market.